Girl, you are nuts.
Really, Leslie?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a rock star creating all this chaos? Hell yeah!
Oh, that lady. Hello, neighbors. I can't even. Hello, neighbors. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into Beyond the Gates review because Leslie Boo, you need to see maybe Nicole's co-workers. One of them. Somebody got to be in town for her. Let's get into Ted. Okay? All right. Teddy Boo, this is the time that you should have really did your homework. I mean, you really should have did your homework on Leslie Boo because she is Cocoa for Cuckoo Puffs for you. Okay? Plain and simple. We just gonna cut throat dry. Whatever you did to her back in the day. Now, if this was the old Ted, I completely understand. But this, I didn't get a chance to talk about this. I don't know how y'all feel about the new Ted. I love the new Ted from Saints and Sinners and other projects. Great actor. However, we started off with a very different Ted. I know the old Ted acting didn't, butter it all up or nothing. But everything else was it. Okay, everything else fit the bill. The size, the voice, the look. I mean, it's nothing bad about the new Ted. You got a little look. It's just like you downsized. We downsized a little bit. And also, your voice don't have that respect my authority voice like Ted did. So, but we're here. Anyway, so today's episode starts off because Teddy Boy didn't know how to close the goddamn door. Close the door, folks. Close it. Soon as you open the door. First of all, we don't open doors around here without peeking. You got a peek hole for nothing, sir. You don't use it for nothing. You don't even ask or yell out, "Hey, who is it?" None of that. We just open the door all willy-nilly. I can't stand Cat. But one thing I'm with her today is, sir, you must be wanting to be around Leslie because you ain't putting your foot down good enough. Put that foot, your foot probably a little smaller than the old Ted, but just put that mother down. She pops up to his hotel room once again uninvited, talking about she wants to have a discussion about Eva. You ain't want to have a discussion about that. You really wanted to have a discussion about why he left you. Is any of the feelings back in the day was real? Do you think maybe we could get a chance right now? Nicole don't want you. I could take care of you, boo, blah, 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 blah. This is all the stuff that she was going. When Ted had her outside of the door, he said, "Oh, I ain't got no time for you, not today." Went to go close the door, but then she started yelling out but Richardson and this and that in the hallway. He's so worried about that, he let her in. That was your mistake, because I would have left her ass right on out there, shut the door, kept on moving, do. I don't know what's going on out there. Okay, but no, he didn't do that. No. She done came in. She done act like she done choked. She needs some water. She done made him a drink. So she got all this looking around, and it looks like they've been up there nice and cozy. Meanwhile, she's over here trying to touch him after he done very clearly said, "Ain't nothing happening with us ever. Like, you need to go." This whole imaginary thing about Eva and us co-parents, she's not 12. We don't need to do that anymore. So you can see your way out the door. As she went to go see her way out the door, however, you still touchy-feely all over him. So he got her hand just holding up to the air, and here comes Cat. "Hey, sweetie." Awkward. Yeah, awkward, because y'all look like y'all having a good old time. Here Cat is, she done came and had a nice little conversation with the people in the diner. She done brought you a sandwich to check on you, make sure you good. But however, you in here looking like you having a nice lovely afternoon with the homewrecker. That's what it looks like. Of course, he's like, "No, that's not what it is." And as she walks in, Leslie is all more touchy-feely, acting like that's what they was doing. Girl, you are nuts. You are nuts. Meanwhile, Kat did get some get the ball rolling a little bit, she had the picture of Leslie going into Laura's room in the hospital, but it was like the back of her, so she can't really see her face. She brings it to Jacob. Jacob is at the diner just minding his business. She just walks up like, we need to do this, A, B, and C, and D ASAP. He looking at her like, well, hello to you too. She's like, no, seriously, have you looked into this? Have you did this? Have you done that? Have you called that? We need to find out how dangerous these people is. Listen, Kat, at this point, why don't you just quit your business that you just went into with your cousin and just go ahead and sign up to be a PI or a cop next to Jacob, because you really stuck on this. Really stuck. So he goes and says, didn't we have a talk or whatnot? Didn't we say that we're not going to be doing this and I can't do anything without some real evidence, proof? She said, oh, I got you. Boom. Show him the picture. He's like, where you get this from? Didn't I say we can't use stuff that we can't back it up when the... She's like, no, I got it from this. I got it from Andre because he was doing his documentary. By the way, where's Andre? He's doing his documentary, so he was using background shots of people walking in the hallways, going to rooms, you know, doing this and then third, and record this. Then did you call about the nurse and this and the third? He's like, I know how to do my job, thanks. Jacob, all the in-laws of this Dupree family need a raise and maybe some medication, because dealing with the Duprees is stressful. So he goes, no, I called. They don't know any nurse that transferred nor recognize anything, so it's like a deadlock. So he was like, so I need to go looking around. She's like, oh, that's all right, because I called Mona. She on her way over here. She gonna identify. He was like, again, didn't we have this talk about... She said, yeah. Here's Mona. Hey, Mona. Mona gets over there. She's like, it better be important because you said, you know, it sounded like an emergency or whatnot. So she was like, it is. And she sat down. She was like, okay, what is it? What you need me to do? She made up some kind of... I just need you to identify something, you know, and give us your opinion, or tell us what stands out. So she shows her the picture and she's trying to look, and she's like, kind of looking familiar. And then Kat just like busted out. She's like, yeah, I knew it. Jacob again, he was like, Kat, what I told you about influencing witnesses, we need her to recount this all on her own. Shut up. Yeah. She was like, okay. So Mona's like, wait a minute. Are you thinking this is Leslie? And Kat again, yes. Jacob like, this effort. Listen, Jacob, I don't know why you so upset. You already know that the Duprees don't freaking listen. None of them. And she's not even a Dupree. She's a Richardson. But yeah, Richardson, Duprees, they don't listen. So Mona's like, well, now that you done said that, and I know what I'm looking for, this is definitely Leslie written all over it, but I can't be certain. Okay, cool. There you go. She can't be certain because, of course, it's like the back of a person. So nobody got to see the face. But only, what's that girl name? What's the nurse name? Shanice? She the only one that spoke to her? No, matter of fact, she's not the only one that spoke to her. The other doctor spoke to her as well. Where he at? I don't know where he at. But unless somebody actually have a conversation with Shanice or show her a picture of Leslie. Come on, Kat. I know you're working your way over there. Then she'll be able to identify the freaking nurse. Transfer nurse. So that's going on over there. And then, well, the other news is Vanessa, baby. Bounce, boom. Yeah, that's what y'all saw that. She, her and Joey. Lovely scene. I mean, Joey sat up there and he had a nice phone call with Doug. Told him he could come back to the tables and win his money if he like. And he was being all strangely nice to him. So Doug called him like, why are you being so nice? Is it because of me? Is you really wanting to, you know, give me a shot to winning you or paying you back? Or is it my wife? Joey is like, oh, so what you trying to say? I want your wife or whatever. I want her for business, you know? Joey. Lies. You took that woman in 2 seconds. Okay, Ryan? So Doug's like, okay, all right, yeah. So Joey is like, he's waiting for Vanessa to show up at the other bar. So he sees her coming in, and he's like, so, well, I'll see you tonight or not? He's like, oh, yeah, okay, all right, fine. Yeah, you'll see me tonight. Cool. Vanessa gets to the table. She says something about, business is boring or something like that, and he's like, you know what, let's go back to my tables. Let's go have a little fun. Take her back to the casino. He has the whole table, I'm thinking it's rigged, and she won big or whatnot. She has a great old time, win big. She was like, so did you rig this or whatnot so I can win, in case you wanted to play a different game? He gave her a look, she gave him a look. He sent everybody out of the casino room. He was like, set everybody else in the next room private, give them extra treats or drinks or whatever, blah blah blah. Like the whole time he's not losing contact with Vanessa. She looking at him, he looking at her. I was like, this about to go on. He was like, give them drinks, and when you leave, just lock the door. Yes, lock that door. He took her hand, did a little spin, did a little dance, put on light, put on music, said, go ahead, Joey. And they did a little spin and spent their way on the table. Because that's exactly where she wanted to be anyway. She's like, you sure you want to have some other type of fun with this table? Well, she got her fun. Meanwhile, right before he sent everybody out and locked the door and made it private and all that good stuff, guess who showed up? Yep, Dougie boy. Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. They should have teach you how to Dougie right on out of there, because he picked on her line. He's like, wait a minute, hold up, is that my wife? Yep, that's your wife. I don't know if Joey wanted you to see him with her. I don't know if he just wanted you to walk in and he didn't plan on this, but either way, she's there, so enjoy. The Three Musketeers. Dani, Bill, and Haley. That is cartoonish. Listen, Dani is my girl. I love her. But I love her when she's on her business and she's not drooling or in Bill's and Haley's business. So we pick up from Dani is still in the living room talking to Haley, and she's telling her, oh, I know all this is fake. You're just doing this to grab your hands into Bill more in the hopes that maybe he has more time for you. You're going to be the laugh stock of the town, blah, 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 blah. It was very cartoonish, and I don't even know why we here again. This don't make no sense. So she said, yeah, I think you're faking. I think you need to prove it. I think, like all this stuff that she throwing out didn't make no sense. And then Haley wanted to play around. She was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, you're right. All of it's a lie. All of this is a lie, and it just took you, Dani, to figure it out. I was like, is this a dream again? Because I'm sick of those. It wasn't. She was just being sarcastic in front of her, and then Bill come walking in. Oh, you need to stay away from my wife. Bill, listen, you need to stop this game. Because, first of all, you also need to change those locks and codes and something about something, sir. So then it was like, oh, she's just doing this to get her hands into you more and to keep you around, to be irrelevant and all this good jazz. None of it made sense. But he was like, none of this is about you. I'm having a baby. We're happy. You need to stay out of our business and out of our home and all this. She said what she wanted to say. He said what he wanted to say. Then she turned around and made one specific statement. She was like, so once I leave, Haley, you're going to turn around, turn on the waterworks, fall in his little arms, and feel like the victim. My job is done pretty much. And she walks out. And no lie, she did everything she just said she was going to do. She turned around, looked at him, started crying. He like, come on. Yeah. Dani was like, yeah, all Bill was going to do is have 2 babies in his house now. You and little Junior. Dani, girl, whew, I love your little stabs backs. I love your little stabs and glares and all that good stuff, but I need you to go chase the other guy, Andre.